Another element of pseudocode is going to be the decision statements. So things like if-else decisions. We went over the if-else in the flowchart, and just in the same way that we did, it's just a decision from a Boolean expression. If this is equal to that. If this is less than that. If something is true, then do something. Else, do something else.
Or else, if something else is true, do
Yes.
something else.
And so on.
Here are some examples, and actually, we've already kind of previewed this in other videos, but here's some examples of some decision statements in pseudocode. If condition, and then in the block, instructions. If condition, block instructions, else instructions. If condition, instructions, else if condition, instructions, and then else, other instructions.
So it's pretty self-explanatory. So that's the basic nature. Those curly braces show a block that belongs to the decision statement. So if the belonging curly braces, what to do if that condition happens. Otherwise, if this condition, what to do if that condition happens. Otherwise, everything else. Now we look at some more decision statements. You can have multiple conditions in an if statement. So you can say, if this condition is true, and, as you see with the double ampersands, this other condition is true. So if this and this, then do that. And then the one below that is if exclamation point condition means not this condition, then do the following instructions. Then is if a condition, and then within that if block, if another condition, then do these instructions.
Now that's, in the bottom left-hand box, that is an example of what's called a nested if statement. And it's just simply an if statement that is inside a code block of another if statement.
And now we look to the top right, and this is the OR statement. This is with two vertical bars, dictates the OR. If, condition, or another condition, do the instructions.
Yeah.
And we can combine the two of these, so we have the AND is the double ampersand, and the OR is the two vertical bars. So if, condition, or, double vertical bar, condition, and another condition, then do these instructions. Now, that just goes in the order that we see it. So if this condition, or this condition, and this condition. Now in the bottom right with the parentheses, now we do it in order of operations. So if this condition and that condition, or separately from the result of that, this other condition, then do these instructions.
Now this is where practicing your basic logic will help, because when you're developing code, you need to define very strictly the types of conditions that need to be met in order for your program to flow properly. And when designing these conditions, keep in mind that condition statements or expressions must be a yes or no type expression, or true and false. So an example of this would be, does X equal Y?
So let's take a look, a further example of using the power function and a decision statement. So we start out with the base is 3, the exponent is 4, and the answer is going to be stored as the result of the power function passing the base is 3 and the exponent is 4. So that's going to be 3 to the power of 4.
And then after we get this answer, we're going to do some logic. We're going to say, if the answer, so if 3 to the power of 4 is greater than 10, we're going to print to the user, answer, which in this case in our pseudocode is going to be the number, is greater than 10. Now let's say that condition is false. Then we will fall through to the next condition. Else if answer is greater than or equal to 5, and answer is less than or equal to 9, which will set the values as either 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Then we will print to the user, answer is between 5 and 9. Now if that is false, we fall through to the next statement, which is the else statement, which is the catch-all. If everything else is false, then do this, and we just simply say that the answer is less than 5.
Very good.
Oh, why, thank you.